You're watching Good Day Siouxland with Nick Wilson and meteorologist Ethan Foreman. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Well, good morning. It's 6:45 this Thursday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Ethan Foreman.
And what can we expect out there today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of fog and also some rain chances in the forecast. Here's a look at our Blackbird Bend Casino camera where we got quite a bit of cloud cover right now and a little bit of fog in the distance this morning. That fog should break up in just a little bit here as we see temperatures in the low to mid 50s across the area. 57 in West Point and Tacoma. Some of the warmer readings, lots of 54s and 55s on the map this morning, but 52 in Norfolk and 50 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Visibility is being reduced, especially just near and east of Storm Lake, where it's 2 miles in Storm Lake and Esterville, likely towards 0 in the Pocahontas County region, and also 0 in Denison, 1 mile in Tacoma. Satellite and radar does show a little bit of rain possible in southeastern Siouxland this morning and also moving into Lincoln County in South Dakota. High temperatures today climbing into the 60s with plenty of sunshine, but we do have some more sunshine in the forecast, and I'll tell you if we'll see that for the weekend and Cinco de Mayo coming up in your full forecast.
Well, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds signed one of her biggest policy priorities for the year, restricting cell phone use in the classroom. The new law requires Iowa school districts, at minimum, to ban the use of cell phones during class time. The bipartisan bill only received 4 no votes in both chambers. Some school districts in the Hawkeye State already have restrictions in place. That includes the Ottumwa Community School District in south central Iowa.
It allowed first for our students to refocus on their learning, focus on their mental health, and also, and this is so important, building meaningful face-to-face relationships with each other.
The Iowa Department of Education will have a model policy available for next school year, but school districts will be able to tweak it. Elsewhere, yesterday was National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day, and shelters and rescues across the country gave an extra push to encourage people to adopt. Animal advocates say going to a shelter to find a pet can offer a variety of both furry and feathered friends. The executive director of an animal shelter in eastern Iowa adds, every shelter pet deserves a chance.
There are all kinds of animals in shelters. There's guinea pigs and cats and dogs and rabbits. So there's just a whole variety of animals that might be in a shelter. And if you think about it, you're actually saving 2 animals. You're saving the one that you take home with you, and then you're saving the one that gets to take its spot at the shelter that we get to take in.
McCrae adds, it's important to have some patience when you bring home a new pet. Give them at least 3 weeks to get settled into their new environment. Well, back in the Metro, Siouxlanders have a chance to rock out for a good cause this weekend. The 11th annual Pete Godey ALS Benefit Concert takes place this Sunday from 1 to 8 p.m. at the Anthem at the Sioux City Hard Rock. Attendees must be at least 21 years old. The yearly event is held in memory of Pete Godey, a local singer who was diagnosed with ALS and passed away from the disease. Proceeds will go to support the families of people affected by ALS. KCAU-9 is a proud sponsor of the event. All right, well, it's Thursday morning, and that means it's time for Celebrating the Nines.
That's right. We only have one number 9 birthday to feature this week, which also means this is our winner. So a big happy birthday and congrats to Adrian, who will turn 9 on May 4th.
Adrian has won a $20 gift certificate to Pizza Ranch. And remember, if you want to celebrate your 9s with us, it's easy. Just go to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the contest tab to enter by Tuesdays at noon. Well, that sure is a nice gift. Hope Adrian enjoys saddling up at the ranch.
Yeah, definitely. Who doesn't love some pizza?
Absolutely. Well, now it's time to meet today's Stray of the Day. Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue, who's waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Missy, a 1 to 2 year old female Shiba Inu that weighs about 10 pounds. She was found at the intersection of 20th and Pierce Streets. The rescue says she's a smart and loyal and affectionate dog, but she can also be a bit stubborn. If you know Missy, please let her owners know she's at Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue. Otherwise, she'll be available for adoption beginning Tuesday, May 6th.
And if you've lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website, go to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. Well, Missy sure looks like a nice dog in that photo, just waiting for that forever home.
Yeah, they say she's stubborn. I know I'm very stubborn too, so I know how that is.
Yeah, and honestly, this weather might even feel a little bit stubborn.
It sure does. Mother Nature being stubborn with those clouds and not giving us enough sunshine out there today. We'll see on satellite and radar that we see some showers possible in southeastern Siouxland. We could use the rain, but it's not going to be much, unfortunately. And we also will have a drought monitor update for you coming up on KCAU 9 News at 11:30. So be sure to tune in then for that. And satellite radar zoomed out shows some rain also into South Dakota, northwest of Sioux Falls. That will mostly miss us as we see some partial clearing taking place, but don't think we're going to see a whole lot of sunshine today. Best chances are going to be later on in the day, and then you'll see some rain chances off to the west tonight. That moves back in through the overnight hours into Friday morning. Not everyone is going to see rain, and it's not going to be a lot. Best chances of some rain will be south of Highway 20 on Friday. Then you'll see those clouds clear out of the region, as high pressure moves back in for our Friday night and Saturday morning. Could give us a little bit of frost to start the day on Saturday. She'll be sure to cover those plants. Those rainfall amounts certainly not going to be much, as we see maybe up to 1/4 of an inch in a few areas. Spotty showers, breezy and seasonal today as we see a high of 68 degrees. Winds will be a bit breezy, gusting to 35 miles per hour out of the northwest. Spotty showers, seasonal and still a little breezy tonight with gusts up to 25 miles per hour, a low of 45. Your 9 on 9 forecast shows 65 for the high and some morning showers Friday, dropping down to 35 for that overnight low to start Saturday. Plenty of sunshine for the opening day of that Sioux City Farmers Market, also that ALS Pete Goaty benefit concert, and also the Cinco de Mayo holiday. Looking nice most of next week, just a few clouds, maybe a spotty shower Tuesday and Wednesday, and some sunshine back in the forecast again by Friday, May 9.
Now we turn to sports. We've got more action from the track and the diamond. Alyssa Tatch has the highlights right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. It was another great day of high school competition on the track, this time over Nebraska as South Sioux City hosted its boys and girls meet. 6 teams in competition, including 3 schools from the Metro. In girls long jump, Audrey Trometer going the distance on her jump. She'd finished 3rd with a 16-foot leap. In South Sioux City's Avon Salas reaching new lengths, clearing 21 feet and an inch to take 2nd. Over in girls high jump, Bishop Heelan's Imani Vaughn with a stride and easy clearance. She'd finished 3rd with a final height of 4'10". And over at girls shot put, Sioux City North's Elia Moon with the strength. She'd take the gold on her 2nd throw with a distance of 37 feet 3.5 inches. And in the running events, boys 100-meter prelims, Sioux City North's Dylan Wynn gets the automatic final spot with a 12:05 run. He'd take 3rd in the finals with 11:90. The girls 400-meter dash, heat 3 shifting into 3rd gear, Reese Bleeker from Bishop Heelan comes in 3rd with a time of 1:04.29. And in the boys 400, South Sioux City's Luke McGinty keeping pace with Columbus and Omaha Northwestern to take bronze with a 51:56 finish. The GPAC postseason softball tournament has officially begun, and in their first game, the Northwestern Red Raiders fell in a 1-0 loss to Doane. Looking to turn the day around, they face Concordia in Game 4. The Red Raiders swept the Bulldogs in the regular season. Bottom of the 3rd, still scoreless. Red Raiders on every base. An uncaught pitch has Sydney Jacobs coming in from 3rd to put up a 1-run lead. Same inning, Tatum Schmalbeck pops it up to center field. It goes uncaught. Billings and Baumgars come home for a 3-0 lead. Next inning, Cassidy Gores pulls out the sacrifice bunt. She is out at first, but Jory Hajic makes it just in time to make it 4-zip. And Northwestern wins it 6-0. They will play Dakota Wesleyan at noon today. And in the baseball tournament, Morningside played Mount Marty. The Mustangs swept the Lancers just last weekend. Very first play, Lancers make contact, scooped up by Jackson Bunker's throw to Samuel, and the Mustangs mark 1 out. Same story, bottom of the inning, Ryan Kielbasa bounces it to right field. Quick throw to first, and the Lancers secure out number 1. Next inning, Cade Nolan on the mound, swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nolan would have 5 of those, but it would be Mount Marty that wins it 8-5. Morningside will take the field against Northwestern at 3 this afternoon. The Morningside softball team faces Dorr in their first game of the tournament, but due to inclement weather, the game was suspended in the bottom of the first, with Morningside leading 2-0. The game will resume play today at noon, and games 3 and 4 of softball's Midland bracket have also been moved to today. And that'll be all for sports. Have a great day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories. What you need to know before you go. A proposed wind farm in Dickinson County, Iowa, could move forward following a vote from the County Board of Adjustment, but on several conditions. Last night, board members voted unanimously to approve a conditional use permit application from Invenergy. That's for a proposed 63-turbine wind farm. It comes after a previous application from the company for a 79-turbine farm was denied back in October of 2023. The approved application comes with 3 conditions. Financial security must be provided before construction. Also, an aircraft detecting light system must be installed following FAA approval. In addition, the county engineer will research and review alternate locations for the project. Meanwhile, an Iowa State senator from Siouxland released a statement overnight, signed onto by several other state senators. The statement from State Senator Kevin Allons says the group of 12 senators will refuse to vote on any further budget bills until the Senate holds a vote on House File 639. That bill would place additional requirements on companies looking to use eminent domain for CO2 pipelines in the attempt to protect the rights of Iowa landowners. In total, 5 of the state senators who signed the statement represent parts of Siouxland. And finally, dredge work to clean out McCook Lake in North Sioux City is now set to begin May 12th. But before that work gets underway, community members are cleaning up the shoreline. As lake water recedes, more waste and scrap material is washing up on the shore. Anybody interested in volunteering to help with cleanup can meet at 9 a.m. Saturday at 271 West Shore Drive. That's about 2 blocks south of the Isaac Walton League. If you have an ATV, you're encouraged to bring that along. However, due to how much glass is being found, kids won't be able to participate.
It's just all those little things that are in the water that you just can't see, and then they pop up when the water goes down, and that's where we're at now. Mini hands make for light work. We have 5-gallon buckets for people to put debris in. So, because the debris ranges from small pieces of glass all the way up to a huge roof.
A free lunch will also be provided to volunteers on Saturday. Well, one last check on that forecast. We do have some light rain chances to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, it's not going to be raining the entire day, and most won't see hardly any rain at all, but some spotty showers will remain possible, with best chances south of Highway 20 and east of I-29. Breezy, as we see gusts up to 35 miles per hour out of the northwest with a high of 68. That is seasonal for the first day of May, and partly cloudy with some spotty showers seasonal tonight as we fall down to 45. Gusts still up to 25 miles per hour, and some morning showers Friday will lead to some late day sunshine. Some frost possible Saturday morning. Watch out for a little bit of fire danger risk possible this weekend or next week. But overall, a very dry forecast with lots of 70s and 80s in the forecast, and not really a whole lot of rain chances next week. Those warm conditions last all the way through at least Friday, May 9th.
Yeah, overall, got a nice little warm-up coming here in the next few days.
Yeah, just be sure to tune in at 11:30 for that drought monitor update.
We'll have to see what we get from that. Well, thanks for watching. KCAU 9 News will return at 11:30. Have a great rest of your day.